So this question is about Newton's law of gravitation, or typically you'll hear it called Newton's law of universal gravitation. Now, if you look up Newton's law of universal gravitation, you'll generally get some description and maybe some diagrams, but you'll also get this equation. So the force is gmm over r squared. Looking in the formula and data booklet, you are given the force between two masses is gm1 m2 over r squared, but it's not described as Newton's law of gravitation or Newton's law of universal gravitation. So this is what this question is talking about, and then we can go through the options and see which makes most sense. Now, the origin of gravitational forces, this doesn't really tell us anything about the origin of gravitational forces. The origin of gravitational forces, it's believed, is due to the bending of space-time due to masses. So that isn't really telling us about the origin. It's describing the size of the force and allowing us to do calculations, but it's not describing its origin. So I think I'm safe to ignore that one. Why a falling satellite burns up when it enters the Earth's atmosphere? That has nothing to do with this at all. That's to do with frictional forces as an object moves through an atmosphere. So I don't see how that's related. Why it attracts to the Earth is linked to this, but then not the specific details about it burning up. Why projectiles maintain a uniform horizontal speed? Projectiles maintaining a uniform horizontal speed is to do with probably Newton's first law of motion, and the fact that if you have forces acting perpendicular to the velocity, then no work is done. But again, that's not really much to do with the law of universal gravitation. And then the final option, which hopefully is the most sensible, says how various factors affect the gravitational force between two, I think that should say masses, two particles. Okay, that is true. It will be between two particles. They need to be massive objects with mass, but that is the only sensible answer. How various factors affect the gravitational force between two particles. So their separation, and then basically this factor, the gravitational constant, gives an indication of the strength of gravity within the universe.